This is the second application, day 2 application in our Zero to Master series in React. So basically, this is a movie app. If you want to see all the genres, it can sort by action, also comedy. If you want to see horror, yeah. So that is basically it. You should be able to do this basic functionality of filtering. Yeah. So let's get into it. So first thing first, I'll create our folder for the application. Just name it movie app. Then I'll proceed to open Visual Studio Code. Then I'm going to click Control Backtick to open the terminal. Then run with installation of React. So this should take a few minutes. Then we can proceed with the development. I'm going now to run npm install all the packages. This should also take a few minutes. Just like before, I'm going to delete some of the code that I have in this page. Actually, almost all of them. So I'll just start by deleting. Then you'll also delete the one above. Then I'll just leave this app.css to center to basically provide a simple styling. So I'm going to start by creating up our default app. Export default function. Then this will be empty to our application. Just app. Then curly braces. It should return. For now, let's just put a div. So I'm going to create a folder in our root directory and name the folder components. Then under folder components, I'm going to create a component called movie list. So movie lists.jsx. Also for this case, in this case, I'm also going to use export default function movie list. Then this one should return. This one should return divs in which we are going to have select element. Then our select element will have three options in this case. Actually 4 options. Then the first option should have a value of string. I'm going to copy this other 3. Then this one should have action as the value. This one should have comedy. And then horror. The first one will be all genres. Action, comedy, horror. Then following this should be an ordered list. We'll come to implement the ins of it. So after this, we want to create some variables. The first one will be movies. Movies should contain the list of our movies that we want to display. So const movies, set movies, equal. So at this point, I'm not worrying much about the styling. I'm going right into the functionalities of React. So in this case, we are going to use state because the state of the movies will be changing. The first one should be title. Title should, for instance, the first one will put movie. Okay. Then we specify the genre of this movie. Genre, action. Then we specify the release year. This year, 2025. Then we'll just copy paste this one. Yeah, that should be it. Then I'm going to modify them just to have some variability. So we have movie C, movie D, E and F. Then the genders should be comedy, action, then maybe we have horror, then another comedy. Maybe you can change the release here a bit. 18 to 7 2002 2019. So with that, I'm going to create another variable const just to filter our movies. So we'll have filter genre, filter by genre. We want to filter the movies by genre. So filter genre, then set filter genre. This should be equal to useState an empty string. In that case, you can always put semicolon, but new React doesn't require it that much. But just for education purposes, I'll just include it. Then I will proceed to create the two functions. The one to handle the change that we will be making, then the one to do the filtering. So const handle filter change. So this one is the first function, and it takes event as the argument. Then it should therefore then set filter genre to the event dot target dot value. Then the next one is the function to actually filter the movie. So the function const filter the movie. It should be equal filter movies should be equal to movies dot filter. In this case, we are using the filter method, which accepts a function as a argument for movies. Then if statement, if filter movie, filter genre, sorry, it checks whether the filtered genre is equal to the movie genre. So return movies dash genre. This strictly checks if it is equal to the filter genre. Then return here should also be true. True. So having done that, having created these two functions, one to handle the change and one to do the filtering itself, we are going to use them in our application now. So for the first part, select value will be equal to the filter genre, which is the variable over here. Then on change should be handle filter change. On change event should be handle filter change. Then in our unordered list, we want to return the filtered movie. So we have curly braces, then filtered movies, the function, then we map dot map movie. This should return a list. So this list will have a key. is the movie title. Then we should also return the movie title. Before we go any further, I want to test if the app is actually working. I will go back to app component and import the movie component. Then I will run npm run dev control click. So this is all the genres. If you want to filter by action, then by comedy, then by horror. So our app is working. Let's see if we can add a few things. So going back to the component, you can say list movie dot release here. So as you can see, our simple app is now working, and that is it. Thank you for watching. Meet you in the next one. One more thing to add. I'm going to add the title. So basically h1 element, then write movie up. Yeah, so that's now okay.